This is Loudspeaker.
This show features scenes that may not be appropriate for all audiences. A full list of content warnings is available in the show notes. Remember that nothing is what it seems when you're tuned into the weird.
Did you tuck in Delaney? Was there like a tucking motion with a blanket?
No. I know I was making motions like I was caressing Delaney to sleep, but no, Bishop.
It was really weird.
Bishop touches no one. Bishop is a very, very closeted away individual.
I love this. So it is now. It is now 1:30 in the morning. Did Bishop stay awake that entire time, or did you take a quick little nap too?
I think I may have just went and hung at the bar for a few once I realized no one was going to come near this car. Not to drink, just to kind of generally chat and get useless information, much like I did the first time I sat at the bar.
Did you just hang out with a bartender, or did you just like chat with just like random people?
Whoever sat next to me at the bar, I generally just kind of hung out with them and chatted along. Tried to steal shit. I don't know. I'm a wild card. I'm a maverick.
I think like throughout the night, you see some people. You see like some people from like the church, like some church ladies coming in and having a couple gin and tonics. You see some people throughout the town who are like work outside of town, come back in, have a drink, and then go back home. And then you run into some security guards, and you hear them talking about their night. They say something along the lines of, "Yeah, it's kind of quiet out tonight. Yeah, I think it was. Why am I doing Bill Clinton?
You're in Alabama, not Arkansas.
There wasn't really much going on tonight. It was really kind of nice, quiet night. Except for that person, this morning who we just kind of arrested. That was... Why'd you let them go? I don't know. It felt kind of right. Felt kind of right in the moment. They seemed to like God. And, when somebody likes God, they're a trustworthy person. Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Welcome to Charles Has a Conversation with Himself for an hour.
Yep. So do you do anything? Do you talk to these guys, or do you just listen?
I mean, it seems like all the info I would get out of them, Delaney already has, which is shift is switching it to stuff like that. I can't think of anything else I would really need from the security, because they seem lower level. And the only person who I think I could get information from was probably 90s Ubered. I guess that's a taxi back to their home, and that's the drunk-ass mayor.
I think the mayor is still kind of passed out at the
He
counter.
has not
He
left.
got fucking...
He's just there.
He got fucking wrecked. He went hard. So he just... But it's kind of a usual thing there. Like, people just crash, and they just let them have that table. So the mayor is just, like, crashed off at a booth.
Good town. Good town you've made.
It is, yes. It is 1:30 in the morning, so about 2 o'clock when that shift change happens. What do you do?
Delaney, it's time to wake up. Come on.
Yep, I'm here.
Good morning, Starshine. Earth says hello. Okay. It's almost 2 o'clock. It's almost 2 o'clock.
Good.
How is Delaney feeling? Is Delaney still a little intoxicated?
Yes.
Oh, this will be fun. Okay, so you...
I am bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Let's go do a sneaking.
I feel... that means you need to be quiet, right?
Oh, the inside of my mouth tastes like a dead raccoon. Ah.
Yeah, that's the whiskey vodka. It's like normal whiskey, but bad. Yeah. Okay. Here, come on. And we just kind of creep. Well, it's 1:30. Do we want to review our plan?
Yeah, I think you guys should talk about what your game plan is.
Yeah. Oof. Oh boy. Are you ready? We're gonna go to the crime scene. We're gonna
I'm the assistant. You tell me what to do.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. I'm asking you, are you ready? We're gonna go to the crime scene. We're gonna look at. I believe there's gonna be some tracks, and I guess based on what the mayor said, we should probably go into the mine?
Because they're trying to keep something in there. I mean, it's a guard change. It's not like the guards won't be there. They're just changing. Like, we have 5 minutes at the most.
Well, okay, so we just have to time it out. We just have to time it out well, is all. So we run during the change. We go real quick. I've got my camera. We snap pictures of the actual scene itself very quickly to review later. And then, before the new guards come, we get into the mine. And then, we'll be in the mine. The guards aren't in the mine.
So you're proposing we just chill in this mine until the shift changes again?
Yes.
Okay. Can we see the guards from where we're at?
No, you cannot see the guards from where you were at because they're over the hill. I mean, do you sneak on top of the hill?
Yes, to kind of look down.
So basically, what you see when you get to the top of the hill is that what happens when the shift changes. People come into the facility from the town. You see them kind of. There's like a small building at the far end where they get dressed, but at that time, people are. Kind of saying goodbye is at that same place. So basically everybody is at this one small building during this time. It is about a minute drive maybe to get to that side of where the murder has taken place. And you can kind of see where like there's maybe a couple lights that are kind of like pushing down on that area in there. The mine itself is about a 2-minute run out because you're looking south right now, so out east.
Okay.
We'll roll for quick. It's gonna be fine.
Plan during shift change, run down, and then get pictures, and then yeet ourselves into a mine where we won't be able to leave for a while.
I guess if that's what you guys want to do.
You know what? You've taken quite a lot of initiative so far on this trip, and I'll be honest with you, I am not quite sober yet, so the floor is open to suggestions.
Okay,
But the clock is ticking.
Okay, how about this? I go down, I investigate the crime scene, because that's what I was trained to do, and I assume, I guess you're down for spelunking, so I run down, quickly investigate the crime scene. While I do that, you have your fun in your little cave, and then at 5 minutes, before the shift change happens again, we come back here and run up. Or would you like to spend night under some stalactites?
No, I suppose not. Although your lack of excitement for a cave adventure is a bit disappointing.
We're solving a murder right now. Not exactly an exciting thing.
I mean, only if you make it that. Murders can be extremely exciting in my experience. I don't know what they got going on at the CIA, what sort of dull murders they got you working on, but I suppose that's your experience. And so they hand you their camera. Like,
okay.
You'll need this, I guess, because if you find anything strange while you're investigating the crime scene, Lord knows you won't know what to do with it. You'll just probably look at it and be like, that's a normal thing.
Okay, I'm trying to think about if I should give you my cell phone in case you get trapped in the mine, and then I can call you eventually. Then I do. So do we just do it now, El Capitan? Because after all, I am the assistant. This is your prerogative. Just tell me when to go.
That's the spirit. Oh boy, I feel a headache coming on. This is gonna suck later. No more whisker for me.
All right, so and you both kind of run in. Do you guys head to the place itself and then split off, or do you both just like one run to the cave, one run to the
We're inside the gates now, right? It's just walking.
Right.
Yeah, I think straight line, both of us. I mean,
Yeah.
to your respective places.
Yeah, it doesn't
yeah.
really make sense for us to do it a different way.
Who wants to go first? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bishop first.
Okay.
I think Bishop is gonna go first.
okay.
So you so it's much quicker for Bishop to get to the scene of the crime. Now the body has been removed. You can see that. You can see
God, I would hope so.
right. You do see some blood there, and you also see talon tracks. Right, so like significant talon tracks, and they're big talon tracks that are just walking up towards this, the like where assumedly the body would be, and then kind of going off after what happened.
Okay, I quickly take pictures, because that's the thing that they sent me down here to do, was take pictures, so I do that. And then I assess the situation. Yeah, I'm gonna research. 4 plus 5, 9 plus my shrewd, which I think is a +1, hopefully. It is 10.
Alrighty, you get answers to 2 questions. So with research, whenever you're doing research on a particular piece of evidence, you roll shrewd, which is our knowledge-based roll. 10 plus gets you answer to 2 questions, 7 to 9 answer to 1 question, but the director gets to choose one for the list, which we can do at a different time.
Where did they go? So I'm looking at the tracks, trying to determine where this creature would have went.
Mm-hmm.
And then, is there something I missed on the crime scene?
Good one.
Where did they go? I want to answer that one first, because what you noticed very quickly is that the talon tracks do not come from the mine, but it looks like they come from town. So something came over the hill, and then those talon tracks left and back towards the town.
Uh-oh.
Is there something that you missed? Yes, there is.
Okay.
There is something that you have missed. That it looks like on its way out, one of the claws, one of the talons kind of fell off, and there is one single footprint next to it.
I had one theory, and then that totally broke my theory. But for Hal Bishop, I love this because this means it's a person. This definitely means this is a person. Shit, that broke my theory entirely. All right, I see it, I take pictures, and I immediately start to go back towards the car. I take a picture, like a close-up of the footprint, and then head back towards the car.
All right. And now, as that's happening, we cut to Agent Delaney as they pass the front of the cave. And as you're walking up towards the cave, you can start hearing this very, low frequency hum coming from the cave. Something unnatural. It doesn't sound like a TV hum. It just sounds like maybe the way that I picture it is you know how when you have monks just doing that low sound, right?
Yeah.
But just really deep. It doesn't sound human by any means, but it's just a single note that is just emanating through these caves.
Okay.
What do you do?
Oh god, as they're starting to slowly sober up, they're just oh Oh, that's right down the middle of my skull. Jesus. Do I have a flashlight?
I think you do, don't you?
I don't have like a...
If you want to media res and grab
I got a flask.
Hal's flashlight.
I got a flask. You can have a flashlight.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, didn't you have a flashlight?
No. That's not even on my list of things that I could choose from.
Okay. Well then, yes. Then yeah, in this case, you do have a flashlight, and that is your one extra item that I have allotted you that you will never ever get to do something again, where you get to add extra items.
Okay. Yeah. Hal gets a flask. I want a flashlight. So yeah, I guess I'm waving my flashlight around, looking to see if there's like a source of the sound. I'm rubbing my head.
The main cave that you enter has a bunch of different like mining equipment, like vehicles that can drive into the different places. You see like 5 different directions where the caves can go, so it's not like one specific direction that you can head into, but there are multiple different directions. And the thing is you can hear people coming in from the caves, and you're not making out what they're saying, but you hear a group of people like saying something from within the caves. It sounds like just people are coming up towards you.
Shit. I was gonna roll to assess, but now I'm wondering if I should roll quick and hide. Oh yeah, wait, should I roll evade or...
I think all others, because... Oh, you know what? Yeah, roll evade, because you are dodging out of the way of something that will cause you potential harm.
Okay. Crap. Okay. That's a 6, and... Oh, I got a 0. Cool. That's a +0 with my quick. So, that's a straight 6.
Delaney freezes in this moment, not knowing what to do here.
Or I just try to do a roll to the side, but I'm still coming down off of being real drunk, and I just kind of stumble and fall over.
Right. So, as you start seeing the flashlights of the individuals coming down from the second of 5 caves there, and you see coming out of them, you see a group of individuals that you've seen throughout town. The bartender who was at the pizza bar is now working the next shift of guarding this property, and he notices you, he sees you, and he goes, What the hell are you doing in here?
This isn't Oh God, this isn't my car? Oh, you were the bartender.
Roll fast talk, because I think you may be able to talk yourself out of this in a way.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that's an 8 plus my 2 to con is 10. Thank Christ.
So the other individuals kind of like holster their weapons, and the bartender looks at them and says, "They're just drunk. They were at the bar like a couple hours ago. Let me just..."
Me and the mayor and my buddy, we were... Oh my God, we were... Yeah, we gave us the whisker. It was very good. I don't know how I got here, but you can help me out, right?
Guys, is it okay if we just... They're drunk. They're just fucking drunk. Like, look at them.
Yeah, what are we having a cave party? Is this like one of those small town cave parties? Yeah, it's a cave party. This party is a cave.
I do appreciate the cave party song.
Yeah.
However, I will have to let the mayor know that this happened, but you can go for now.
Yeah, why you gotta... No, me and the mayor, we're buds now. It's good, it's fine.
The bartender kind of walks you off the property and back into town, kind of closes the fence that is like opened up and locks it. And
I want to get in that mine.
because you rolled well, I will give you something. Okay?
All right.
You will still be led outside of this cave, and you will not be allowed back. It will be closed, right? As you're being escorted out of the cave, underneath that low humming that you hear like permeating the cave, through that second of the 5 directions, you do hear a very distant growl, as you're not sure exactly what it is, but you do hear something from that direction within the cave. And you are led out. They kind of set you off the property. They lock the open entrance there, and
I want to break off and run away. Like a
Can I
shitty
also
little
quickly
gremlin.
say, can Hal see the somewhat captured Delaney up on the hill?
yes, 100%.
Okay, then I immediately pull the car out and put it on a main road where I am not on this gate at all. So that way, there's
Okay.
no evidence of me being there, other than the car tracks.
Delaney, sad gremlin boy, walks like that gif of Michael Cera in Arrested Development, just like sad walking with a behind them. And you make your way back to the bar. Where, like, does Bishop come pick up Delaney after?
Yeah, I pick them up outside, and I just kind of wave at the bartender like, you gotta go easy on the Wisco with this one. You gotta go easy on it. What the fuck happened?
I got caught in the mine. They were all in. There's a whole network of tunnels in there, and they were all in there, and they did see me.
Well, it doesn't matter, because the mine has nothing to do with this.
No, there's something in there. There was a strange humming sound. There's some kind of animal in there. I could hear it. They're keeping some kind of creature in there.
All right, well, why were we called here? Because there was a murder, correct?
Yes, and they were sure that there was a supernatural, well, not necessarily supernatural, but a extra normal entity involved, potentially prehistoric in nature, if we're lucky.
Well, you're right. It is extra normal. It is very normal. It's a man. Look at, is this a digital camera, or do I have to be like, we have to go develop these photos right now?
I mean, we said it was a digital camera. That doesn't really make sense any of the time we're in, but sure.
Yes,
And
it's a digital camera.
so I pull it out, and then I show Delaney. Well, number one, the cave has nothing to do with this, because look at these tracks. They're coming from the town, meaning that whatever did this came from the town. And in case you're wondering what this was, look at this. Press left button. I was going to say swipe, and then I realized that was wrong. Footprint. These were Talon shoes, Talon clogs. These were a costume. This has nothing to do with that cave.
What? Why would they be? Why is everyone saying that they think a vulture killed Henry Wilson?
That's, well, who murdered Henry Wilson is question number one, but also, why would anybody lie about this? Because this is, I've seen a fair share of costumes in my day, and I don't think there's one that you can put a man in that would make him look like a vulture.
This is an awful lot of effort to go through to kill a guy. Oh, God, I can feel the hangover starting. Okay. Oh, boy. Look, there's something in that. There's something in that mine, Bishop. I heard it. I need to get back in there. I don't know what this is. You're right. Things aren't adding up. That's fair. That's valid. But something weird is in play here. You have to trust me on that.
It is Charles once again in episode 1, chapter 3 of The Weird. Thank you so much for listening to the show. This is the final of the 3 chapters that we are releasing all at once on the 3rd. Starting after this, we're going to be releasing them every other week on Loudspeaker first, Tuesday nights, as well as Wednesdays on all podcast platforms. So just be aware of that. So was released on Monday. From here on out, it's going to be released on Wednesdays. We just wanted to do the first few chapters on the 3rd because it's National Paranormal Day, which just fits real well with what we're doing here. So thank you so much for checking out the show. I hope that you liked the first 3 chapters. We have 2 more of episode 1, and then we move on to the next storyline after that, which is gonna be real good. So we got a lot of humor in this one. The horror is coming, I promise you. It's on its way. But for right now, comedy stuff, we want to build up to that. But it will be coming, the next one, much spookier than this one for sure. So once again, episode 0 is on our Patreon for anybody to listen to, so you can check out that for free. And if you do decide to support us on Patreon, you get a bunch of extra content, like our ad-free experience. You get access to a bonus episode, which involves corgis and Sasquatch, which is a lot of fun. You get access to the game that we're playing, which I think we're going to be updating here pretty quick, so just be aware of that. We have behind-the-scenes content and a bunch of other super secret stuff. So thank you so much if you are supporting us, and if you aren't, please consider. And if you can't financially, totally understandable. We still want to release this show to everybody as much as we possibly can. But if you do want to support the show, you can do so by sharing this with your friends. So, let people know about the show. Give us reviews on Apple if you're on Apple Podcasts. That's another really good way for us to pop up on the podcast platforms for organic growth. So thank you. Thank you to Loudspeaker, which is our network here for the show. Loudspeaker, if you haven't heard, is a hybrid online radio station / podcasting network dedicated to supporting members of underserved communities. So yeah, check out Loudspeaker by going to loudspeaker.fm. You can listen to a 24-hour live stream of music as well as any of our shows on Loudspeaker. We release our show first Tuesday nights on Loudspeaker and then Wednesdays on platform. So if you do want to get a head start, you can check us out a little bit earlier on Loudspeaker. So I think, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, talking about the Vibe. The Vibe is our dope show. It is our show that airs opposite weeks from the main show. It is a radio show hosted by Cheyenne Madej, a character we created, played by Nancy Dreckman, who is awesome. Besides from that, we're gonna jump back into things, but first, a brief word from our sponsors.
There's something is in the mine.
Yeah, because you heard a growl.
They are guarding something.
We also probably need to intercept the mayor and just be like, It's cool. Because they're gonna tell him you were there, and I think the minute that happens, we lose the mayor as a point of contact. So we gotta get to the mayor before they get to the mayor.
We kidnap the passed out mayor, and we go from, like, fun subterfuge to, like, fucking interrogation.
I'm in.
Yeah.
All right, that's the direction that you guys want to go with this. You are going to interrogate the mayor.
This is getting really fucking confusing and strange.
This is fury at us being confused, and by kidnap the mayor, we also mean kidnap Charles and force Charles to tell us what the fuck is going on.
I would say if you guys want to do that, I will let you do that. However,
kidnapping the mayor is a mistake.
Boo!
I've been almost arrested too many times, though. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna get in, like, this is coming back to haunt me.
you are going to get in trouble, like 100%, and I think that's going to be interesting. However, I think that there are interesting conversations to have with you and the mayor when that happens.
I do think we do still need to intercept the mayor. I do firmly think we need to at least get to the mayor and try to alleviate things with him before it's revealed that how Bishop went in that cave on that fair evening. So I vote we go back to the pizza bar and see if he's still kind of passed out there or if he's made his way home.
So you do that, and immediately, like, you notice that the mayor is not there.
Do we want to go try to find where the mayor lives?
I think at this point, it would be more suspicious if we went to the mayor's house. Unless we are going to kidnap the mayor, which, I could be convinced.
It's still on the table, but before
how
that...
much more in deep could we get? I've almost been arrested twice.
Do we notice anything else at the pizza bar? Like, obviously, is it closed, or is there a new bartender there? Is it a 24/7 pizza bar?
It is. It's not a 24/7 pizza bar. It at this point has closed down.
Okay.
That's why you can't get to the mayor. I think at this point, it is past 2 in.the.morning. I would say that in this town, besides from the 2 bars and 10 churches, there is one hotel there where you guys can go to sleep.
So kidnap the mayor. No, yeah, that... I'm not gonna lie, like, that was... If we didn't kidnap the mayor, my plan next was sleep. I was gonna sleep in the fucking Ford Fiesta, but yeah, that I'm down with that.
So Megan, I see you looking sad and deflated. Trust me here.
You've got 2 nerds who just want to know the answer.
Won't kidnap the mayor.
Right.
It goes
All right.
against all of my better instincts, but fine. We won't kidnap the mayor.
You can. You have to figure out where the mayor lives, which is like one fast talk roll.
Hey, kiddo, let's solve a mystery, and then we can kidnap the mayor all you want.
We can go to McDonald's, we'll kidnap the mayor.
Get some ice cream.
You can. If you guys, I mean, like, honestly, pulling this aside, if you guys want to go and try to kidnap the mayor at 2 a.m. in the morning, you have to come up with a way to do it. The bar is closed. You guys need to figure out a way to do so.
And we don't know where he lives, so yeah.
No,
yeah, I get it.
The town is small enough. We could probably we'll go to the hotel. We will play the game like good players. We will not attempt to figure out how to kidnap the mayor at 3 a.m.
I've played enough Fallout New Vegas, and I've been to the small towns in New Vegas. We could kidnap this whole town.
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's go to bed.
So a little bit further west, past the pizza bar, there is the one motel in town. It's called the Lord Spring Resort.
The first
is what it's called.
It's the first Methodist motel.
Not just the first, but the only. But it's the Lord Spring Resort. It's got like 6 rooms down the way. It does say vacancy. It does say vacancy on it because there's only one other person who has rented space out of that motel, and that is That is your good friend, the doctor. So you walk in, you pay for the stuff, and you're in room 2 out of 6. And I would just like to say, you do know that Dr. Cooper is, in fact, in this motel.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a bottle of whiskey and go to the good doctor's room.
I mean, is he gonna be up?
He will after I get there.
So you knock on the door. The doctor is 100% awake.
Okay.
He opens the door and says, Hey, folks, how's it going?
Hey, bud, how are you doing?
Hey, how can I?
Ever tried whiskey?
I'm not too much of a drinker.
You will be tonight.
But...
And I pour me and him a rocks glass full of whiskey.
Like inside of the hotel room?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
so,
I guess I'm here too.
So, find yourself some dinosaurs?
No, not so much.
Found some tracks. You're a paleontologist. Do you have any, like, bones or anything with you? I just need, as a point of comparison.
Not with me. Why are you wondering?
Well, we found some tracks, and apparently, according to you, you think it was some sort of dinosaur, and we were gonna see if we compared those tracks to that of another dinosaur, what it would look like.
Do you have pictures of the tracks? You guys make it onto the property? You guys saw some tracks? Can I see?
We sure did. We'd like to see what you have first.
I have nothing. I have found no evidence as of yet. So
Funny that.
It's real funny that they wouldn't let you in there or communicate with you at all. They've been very welcoming to us.
what did you guys say to get on in there, huh?
What? You know what? We'll worry about that later. And Delaney pulls out the camera. What dinosaur tracks does this look like to you?
That does look kind of like a velociraptor, some kind of dinosaur that would have like the 3-prong claws. It looks like a big bird's claw a little bit, but it does resemble kind of like the velociraptor.
Yeah, because that looks like a bullshitosaurus to me.
I roll to investigate.
Okay.
Oh, you're going down, motherfucker. Damn it. What's my pry again? I think it's +1. Yeah, it's +1. That is a 9.
Is it worth to try? I could try to bump. Oh wait, or no, you can just ask one because I was gonna say I could bump you to a full. Maybe. Is it worth it?
Yeah, I mean, like if you.
I have that +1 pry from the question I never asked.
Yeah, if you want to use it for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys have?
Mine's where would I find his shoes?
He's wearing them.
At 3 in the morning?
He wears his shoes. I don't know. Okay. All right. He doesn't have his shoes on. He's got like a nice pair of slippers on. You can see that his dress shoes over in the corner are, just over by the corner.
Okay.
A pair of dress shoes.
Can I go look at them, or will that be very fucking weird?
That will be very fucking weird to go look at some dude's shoes.
Actually, I feed him a line of bullshit about just like him being a famous doctor and compliment his suck his dick or whatever, and then I walk over. I'm like, look at these shoes. Look how fancy they are. I pick one up and I just look at the sole of it.
It 100% is not the same kind of foot track that you have seen.
Okay.
So it is a different foot track. The shoes do look clean.
I do love how quickly Ash and Bishop quickly went in on this doctor.
What is the relationship between Dr. Cooper and this dig site?
What is the relationship?
The psychic umbilical cord continues, because that was exactly what I was gonna ask.
Just ask him a question.
So, what brought you here in the first place? Dr. Cooper, was it before the murder? How did you, if they weren't letting you come look at the bones, what were you doing here? I'm starting to feel like I'm getting my chain yanked a little. I'm gonna be honest here, and I'm not a fan.
All right. So, gonna be honest with you.
That implies that you weren't before.
Because it's kind of crazy. I think there are dinosaurs in that cave.
Now we're talking.
Dead ones, yes.
I have contacts that have given me information that not only were bones found in the mines, but also actual dinosaurs. Actual, real dinosaurs in that cave. This death was kind of an excuse for me to be here. So when I heard about the death, came into town. Now I'm trying to get in those caves.
How did you hear about this death?
My contact here in town was actually Henry.
Okay.
Henry's family, his wife specifically, she let me know what had happened, and I immediately came out here.
Do you pinky promise you didn't murder him? Because it's starting to feel like you murdered him.
I promise I didn't murder him.
So,
Like,
you're telling me that...
Oh, God.
The gleam's starting to come back into Delaney's eyes, even now in this, the hour of what? It's gotta be like close to like 4 in the goddamn morning. That you and that there are dinosaurs in this town. The town is in on it. Henry was your contact and had let you know, and then he was murdered in retribution, and to make it look as though, to hide it, they made it look like it was a staged killing, that like it was some sort of like teen hooligans that were faking it, so it looks like a faked dinosaur killing, like someone had put together a facsimile of a dinosaur murder to throw us off the scent. Do you see how it's coming together here, Bishop? And that explains the noises that I heard in the mine. There really are dinosaurs there. They just made up a mocked up crime scene to make it look like the dinosaurs are fake. It makes perfect sense.
Or, alternately, this fool wanted to get into the cave and look at the bones. He wanted to try to discover these new rare dinosaur bones, and when the security guards would not allow him into the cave, he snuck on the grounds after dark, murdered one of the guards, and tried to get into the cave.
are you having this conversation in front of Cooper?
Oh yeah. 110% I'm accusing you of murder right now, because you definitely you killed this guy.
While dressed in dinosaur shoes?
It would hide his tracks better than anything else, and who would know exactly what the footprint of a dinosaur would look like? Him.
Well, dressed as and the town would all go along with the story that he was actually a big vulture?
Dinosaurs evolved into birds. These simple Alabama idiots would look at those tracks and go, well, I guess them big old bird feet.
This is a fucking big bird. Fucking big bird came out here.
So yeah, I'm stone cold accusing him of murder.
So, just so I'm clear here, your alternate theory here is that this man came to the dig site dressed as a large bird with taloned feet to go get into the dig, and then got caught while dressed as a large dinosaur bird for funsies, I guess, because that's the best sneaking outfit, murdered a man, and then ran off back into town and hasn't been caught yet.
You went into that cave, correct?
Yes.
What did you see?
Well, I didn't really get the chance to see much of anything. I was caught by security, but I heard stuff.
He's never been caught. He walked into the cave, realized he murdered a man for no apparent reason, and then escaped. It's simple as that.
But you said the tracks didn't go into the cave. You see them. In the picture, the tracks don't go into the cave at all.
Now that I didn't consider. But it's the only thing that makes sense in our reality, is the fact that this
You said yourself that the tracks just go back into town. The town is in on it. In which case, our friend here, who we're just talking in front of, and is just kind of letting us go on.
Yeah, and this is kind of awkward for me, so... it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. One of you is drunk, and one of you think I killed a guy.
I'm pretty sober at this point, and I'm also arguing on your behalf, so, you know...
I appreciate that.
Yeah, show a little bit of thankfulness, why don't you?
Okay, how about this? We go see the body tomorrow. We inspect it to see if these are, in fact, animalistic claw marks, or if they were made by a human. And if they are made by a human, Dr. Cooper, we're going to lock your ass up. Understood?
Gives you a thumbs up.
See you tomorrow. Then I immediately go back to the other hotel room and pass out.
So Hal walks off, and before you are able to, Delaney, Dr. Cooper stops you and says, "There's one thing that really concerns me about those caves. If there are actual dinosaurs in there, how have they survived this long? What has been keeping them alive?"
The Weird is created, produced, and written by Charles Joseph Kelly. Ash Delaney is played by Megan Danger. Hal Bishop is played by Scotty Moore. Cheyenne Madej is played by Nancy Dreckman. The narrator is played by Lee Shackelford. Everyone else is played by Charles Kelly. Thanks for joining The Weird, y'all.
This has been a production of Loudspeaker Networks. For more on this and other programs, visit loudspeaker.fm.